BCH, in grayscale BCHG. Several months ago, I talked about Bitcoin Cash perhaps being a contender for in the top 10, or perhaps taking over Bitcoin, going above Bitcoin. And usually in markets, when you have a open market, you have competition coming in. You have others that come in, and they try to fine-tune things in order to compete against you. Look at the automobile industry. It started with Ford, basically. Well, yeah, it was Daimler-Benz first, but Ford took over when they started mass-producing cars, they just took over the whole market. They were number one for several years. And then all along, back in the 1990s, 2000s or so, Toyota becomes the number one automobile maker. Toyota, Daimler-Benz, they're number one spot, okay? And so every time that you have competition, there's always another one coming up the side, something else better. Bigger perhaps. Airplane industry. I mean, we started consolidating Boeing, McDonnell Douglas, and so forth. Not good. Lockheed Martin, just going into the private equity and so forth. We had some awesome companies in the 1970s that were like pretty amazing. Martin Marietta, a thigh call, and so forth and so on. And now we only have one big airplane maker in the country. And Airbus is just taking over pretty much everything because, there's always a contender. Airbus was nothing in the 1990s, They were nothing, and all of a sudden they started contending, and they even came up with a bigger airplane and so forth, and they're more efficient in many ways, and they competed against Boeing. And who's to say, maybe the Russians are going to come up with airline. Of course, here, in the U.S., nobody would buy it because it's America, and, we're stuck with these crazy ideas about Russians being our enemies and so forth and so on, which they're not. They're just ideas put into people's heads. But even China has airplane manufacture. Certainly Brazil, and of course France, and some of those other countries. They have their own. So we have Bitcoin, but who's to say that Bitcoin Cash may take over Bitcoin someplace down the future? And imagine having Bitcoin is they all almost have the same amount of coins out there in the crypto markets, and who's to say that maybe Bitcoin Cash is going to be worth a good $100,000 per coin. Right now it sits at $500, between $500 and $600. It's come down after hitting the 600 mark. It's natural for it to come down, but it's been climbing up very slowly, but very, very surely in the last 2, perhaps 3 months or so. And can that price from $500 or $600 become $100,000 if it takes over Bitcoin? I mean, if. Who else do you have? Who else is out there that would contend against Bitcoin? Ethereum, they're kind of like in the smart contract side of things. Their network is kind of slow because of all the other coins that are going through it. Yeah, it could be a very good contender for the number one spot. So would Monero, which is an old OG coin, it's been around, and true and tested, and it's true in its form. Dash, DGB, and some of the other ones. Dogecoin. I don't see some of these other coins being head-to-head against Bitcoin, other than the ones that I kind of mentioned. There's a few others, of course. XLM, Stellar Lumens, among some of them, and of course Litecoin. And who's to say that that maybe even Litecoin could take over the number one spot at some point. And if you have some of it, can you imagine? Imagine, that just holding on to some of this stuff long term, give it 10 years, 15 years or so. It's been 15 years since Bitcoin's inception. Could it possibly do something like that? And just having a few, even a small percentage of coins, may make or give you a pretty nice little fortune there. And my thinking is there has to be another contender. Ethereum's been number 2 for forever, but it doesn't move from there. Dash kind of just went south. It has a great chance of coming back, of course. Could it be more than one coin contending for Bitcoin? Possibly. You can probably have like Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and something else. Whatever. Being head to head with Bitcoin, value wise also. Each coin being worth maybe 50,000 or whatever. Whatever Bitcoin's value is, the other coin can also come in and kind of take that over. So far, I haven't seen anything new out there, anything that's really, going to take over and contend against Bitcoin. We already have them. We already have contenders. So I kind of think that Bitcoin Cash has the best opportunity to contend against Bitcoin. Just my thought, I'm not saying that that's going to happen. Cryptocurrency is a different beast altogether, but I've been around enough to notice some of these things that could happen. Though, it could go up, and it could go down also. But in the crypto markets, I think there's going to be more money coming in year after year, and whatever you hold, especially the good coins, the quality stuff, something that probably even Warren Buffett would buy if he would buy cryptocurrency. I think he would look at Bitcoin Cash as having a very good future. We can probably even see something like MicroStrategy perhaps start buying up one coin or another. I'm sure they've looked at everything to see what's going on in the field before the prices go up. I mean, imagine picking up Bitcoin Cash at this price and then it just goes, really to the moon, or picking whatever coin that has the good fundamentals as I see Bitcoin Cash does. Okay, I just want to pass this idea along out there. Since we're here, let's look at a chart for Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash, boy. It's at $570 right now. It came down from 602 or 603. I think it went up yesterday. And it's kind of lost its let's look at the 7-day chart. Yeah, okay, as you can see, it's of course come down. It went up to 603.90, probably 604. Who knows? Who cares? But you look at this thing. This is the monthly chart now. It's steadily moving up, especially at the tops here. Here you're having a rebound from December 2024, and it really went down. I picked it up when it was like, actually I picked up BCH when it was really, really low, and that's kind of helping out a little bit. But as you can see, this ladder has been building up since right about April 2025. It's at the lowest. It's just been going up. So the 1, 2, 3, 3.5, actually 4 months right now of a very, very steady climb. The bottom was at 268, and now it's 570. So you almost have like 100% return here. And on this one, especially this coin, I kind of think that we're going to look at the all-time chart. It's not done. It's not done. And especially if it contends. Can you imagine if it contends to Bitcoin and the price goes up to 100,000? Possibility, guys. And if more money comes in to the crypto market, if more money comes in, right now we're at 3.87 still. Imagine doubling from 3.87 in the next 2-3 years to maybe 5-6 trillion. And remember, there's like $43 trillion out there in currencies that people want, and people are converting into cryptocurrency. Bitcoin Cash doing really nice, 9% in the last 7 days. So everything's kind of down right now. It went up a little bit, but everything kind of dropped down a little bit today. But anyways, that's my view on all this. Exciting times to come, especially if you hold on and hold on for dear life. If you need to sell a little bit, go ahead. It's up to you. Your money. I know what I'm gonna do, and I think I'm still gonna do what I planned originally. If I change things, I'll just keep posting here. By the way, I sold my CEG because I have bills to pay, and I gotta sell my Meta and probably Walmart, just so I can keep going another 3 or 4 months, and hopefully BCH really kicks into gear then, or BCH actually. Hopefully the bleeding stops basically, and then the huge amount starts coming in. Okay, guys, take care. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye.